Hi, my name is Michaela. I'm going to be talking about my literacy lesson plan that I did in my group with us. Share my screen. I do apologize in advance if you hear crying. My daughter's next to me napping, so if you hear anything. Okay, so to begin with our literacy lesson plan we did was myself, Anastasia, and Alice. And we chose to do a kindergarten lesson plan on recognizing rhyming words and learning rhyming words. So our academic learning standards was children be able to demonstrate understanding spoken words, syllables, and sounds by recognizing, producing rhyming words. They would know and apply grade level phonics and word analysis skills in decoding words by demonstrating basic knowledge of one-to-one letter sound correspondences by producing the primary sound or many of the most frequent sounds for each consonant. And our content target was the children be able to show one-to-one letter recognition by being able to say rhyming words, and children be able to read a text and recognize the rhyming words within the text. And our language target was children be able to read and recognize rhyming words within a text. Children be able to tell people what rhyming words are, and children be able to produce rhyming words. Now, our success criteria was children be able to go through a Dr. Seuss book and decipher independently words within the book that rhyme, and students were able to understand and point out words that rhyme together. And our central question was, what is rhyming? So to start off with our assessments, our diagnostic assessment would be at the beginning of the lesson, we would ask them what rhyming is, and we allow time for them to think and give answers. Many may not know at such a young age what it is. We would have a card filled out at the top with words and allow time for each child to think and write on a sticky note words that may rhyme with the word we wrote. And we'd have them stick each sticky note on the paper independently and go over the answers people put, such as the one shown below. And then after going through the paper, we keep it for the entire lesson as a reminder for them and tell the children that rhyming words are words that usually sound the same, such as cat and bat. And for our formative assessment, we would have, while reading and going through the Green Eggs and Handbook, we would have the children independently and in group time pick out rhyming words from the book. And then children also be able to read Hop on Pop and play an activity on rhyming words. And our summative assessment would be children learning what was needed when they're able to fill out the Green Eggs and Ham worksheet using rhyming words at the bottom, and then they can draw what they're thinking, such as the one above. And as for strategies for diverse learners, we would use books in both the home language and in English. And for culturally responsive teaching, we would use words in the children's other languages that rhyme. And then for the materials needed, we would need the Hop on Pop book, the Green Eggs and Ham book, worksheet for Green Eggs and Ham, colorful paper and markers, sticky notes, a rhyming words matching worksheet, and a KWL chart. And we would also need a CD player with music for the technology. So to introduce the learning targets, we let the children know we're learning about rhyming this week and hope to teach them by the end of this lesson what rhyming is and how to detect words that rhyme when asked. We would activate the prior knowledge through a KWL chart of what they know, what they want to know, and what they have learned. And would have them do the prior assessment poster with the rhyming words and the sticky notes. Now for the focus lesson, we would have a focus lesson on the Hop and Pop book using 9x12 construction paper and we'd have one piece per child and music. So before the lesson, we would draw large, simple sketches on each piece of construction paper. And then based on the number of students in your classroom, you draw the same picture on 3, 4, or 5 pieces of paper. And then you'd have things such as an eye, a cat's face, a mop, a tree, and a kite. And then you'd write the words down below on the whiteboard, which are all rhyming words. And then we would read Hop and Pop to the children, allow for participation, and take notes on those who do and don't understand the concept of writing. And then the activity within it would be we would place the pieces of construction paper in a large circle on the floor, kind of like musical chairs. And each student would come and stand on a drawing, and they'd all face in one direction so they can walk around in a circle. And we would begin with playing music and instructing the students to walk slowly. And then when the music stops, the children should stop on the paper closest to them. And we could only have one student per paper, and then we'd say a word from your word list. And if the student is on the standing standing on the picture of the word that rhymes with what we said. They would sit in the middle until we are completely finished. Now, for guided learning, we would list the beginning and end of rhyming words and have children create words with those sounds. For example, uck with truck, struck, luck, and duck. And for collaborative learning, we would have as a class rhyme words together and read Dr. Seuss books and create poems. For independent learning, we have the students do picture worksheets independently and study sounds. And we would wrap up the lesson by having them match words that rhyme together, learn sounds, compare words that they have in common, and talk about what the students learned, and safe for children to match words. And then we would extend their knowledge through a rhyming words matching worksheet, so the children would have to match the pictures on the left with one on the right, and they all go together. And with that, that is my letter C lesson plan.